Brenda lost it all one day, no tears. Government took it all away in fears. Kids, stolen life, a mess, nothing left. But she fought back with every breath. A husband locked away for trying so hard. Brenda's heart took blow after blow. 15 years gone, but hope's a bright star. She showed the world what they didn't know. She's bringing it back, Brenda's new dawn. Living her life, singing her song. Starting over, no chains to bind. Loving it all, pure peace of mind. She's helping others rise and shine, teaching joy from a heart so kind. No looking back, just moving ahead. In her story, no tears are shed. From ashes, Brenda stands so tall. Brenda's living, showing what she can do. She's bringing it back, Brenda's new dawn. Living her life, singing her song. Starting over, no chains to bind. Loving it all, pure peace of mind.
Later. So, oh, no, we're gonna connect. You tell me this is gonna mess up on me. All right. It could be a little bit of a delay. I'm getting feedback from myself. Oh, it's so messed up. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can mess with my settings here.
You're live, Ma. You're live.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
just trying to mess with my microphone now.
Okay, you're fine. I was just letting you know, okay, bro?
All right.
All right.
I'm trying to do. I got some noise suppression. Is that better? Hello? Okay. That might be better. No. All right. As long as
Yes, that's better. Yes.
it will probably go completely
You're good.
down if I have to do this.
You're good.
It was better. Maybe I should
Okay.
plug it back in. Or I could do it on my darn. Oh, this could be it. Let's see. All right. Hold on. Is that better, guys? Oh, thank God in heaven. Okay, there we go. All right. Bringing it back. Okay. That's what I was saying. I was trying to say to Danielle. We got to come up with a name of Brenda and Danielle's show. And as far as I know, like I was talking about, I never liked the country songs, but I've heard a few now that I like. I wouldn't be able to tell you the names of them, but as far as I can see it, Danielle seems like a country girl. So she could be a little bit country and I could be a little bit rock and roll. Okay. And she could be a little bit mixed in Georgia and I have a little bit of Motown in my soul. All right. Anyways, I'm just messing around, guys. I guess I come from the Donny Osmond era. Very popular Donny and Maurice Osmond when I was young. I know I'm too old. All right. Oh no, what happened, Chris? What's going on? That's I used to hate that. You get all ready for a visit. I used to cook food. Hey, Debbie. I used to, cook their favorite foods, have like a crock pot or whatever. And then last minute they're calling up. Or if I was lucky, they'd let me know. Usually it was like probably a 40-minute drive to go down there. And come to find out they're not showing up that day, or they show up an hour later, something like this. You think they're going to make up for it in some other way? They say they will, but they don't. And who are they? We're talking about our CPS. I mean, what are these? We know they're not living up to what their initials stand for. So let's go. So maybe we should, I think somebody came up with a good one the other day. What could CPS stand for? Got any ideas out there? Chris, you got to tell me what's going on though. Is it, hopefully your son's doing okay? Maybe just a mess up with the transportation. I remember having to deal with that. And I was thinking about, Danielle had her son go all the way to another state, but literally, even though my daughter was in the same state, she was over 5 hours away from me. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I think me or her little brother, or her home or her brother that was placed in Lake City. So how is that? Like, I just took a freaking 7.5 hour drive, okay? And that take it all out of you. Are you going to tell me they're going to take this girl for a 5 hour drive all the way to this place? The driver, I can tell you, started out over where over in Trenton. I'm saying it's 5 hours from there too, which is 5 hours, 5 hours. Well, I probably, maybe more, who knows? But facts is that can you imagine how tired that person was driving? And then you're putting your child at risk, getting in a car with somebody that's smoking cigarettes and are so tired because they had to get up way early in the morning, go get her, drive all the way back. And then after the visit, she's going to drive her all the way home. What kind of sense does that make? I was like, why not get a transportation with their little Devereaux, what they got going on there in like Fort Myers? I know they had a Devereaux in Fort Myers and around the Charlotte County area, Florida. And Crunchy Rock. He is at his prat. I don't know what that means. Parental something. The worker that brings John, oh, I see what happened. Okay. Oh yeah, and again, and that's what I'm sorry. Is this camera right? Because again, as I was told, they have lives too. Do they? Too? Because I don't have a life anymore. You just stole my family away. Don't they get it? Don't they get it? I mean, I'm going to get a little loud, and that's probably why they put me up on the 3rd floor. They're probably saying, there's that loudmouth lady. But I don't give a rat's ass. I'll scream it from the mountaintops. Because this is a bunch of crap. The dead prosecutor in my husband's case wants to talk about crap. Crap is all I'm fucking swimming in since I met Department of Children and Families, Wow. I can tell you, I'm getting excited about what Trump is saying about these judges, though, because 100% on that, what's going on with the judges. Now, did anybody else look up or notice what he's talking about with helping out these children that have disabilities and that this is like a top on his list for making sure they're being treated properly. 8 a.m. to 5. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think they want to show up? No. And if they can't show up, do you think there's another worker that might take over and do that job for them? No. They don't have any backup plan. And what I always wondered, hey, can I ask y'all a question? Were your kids ever allowed to have a visit come to your home? Or could you, as a parent, go to wherever they're being fostered and go visit them there? My answers to both those questions is no and no. And I'm just wondering if anybody else was able to do that, because the judge seemed to be under an assumption that we were just going over to the foster people and visiting, and they would be able to come to my house and visit. I'm like, hello, judge, this is not happening. It's like, that's what I don't understand. You can throw another judge there halfway through the case or a year into the case. You're going to throw another judge in there. He has no idea what's going on or what's been going on. It's just completely ridiculous. I'm gonna settle it down, guys. I mean, I'm like Danielle over here. I'm getting excited. Okay, see, all right. I'm sorry, I turned that up, but I just want to see what was going on. Okay, the foster mother is 20 minutes away. Oh, I see. In Pratt, and Pratt is a little town. Yeah, for some reason I used to know somebody with the last name Pratt. That's what I was wondering. Oh, so you do get to have it at your house. Interesting. Well, I tell you, you're being screwed one way or the other. But I'm sorry to say, on that fact, I was screwed a little bit more. Because you know why? Even though they never come and did a home study on our house, because the workers were afraid for their safety. God forbid. You have parents that homeschool doctors, do nothing but care for their children, have no criminal record, no violent tendencies, yet they're afraid to come to our house. You tell me. I mean, like I said, I had a whole list of people that came to my house that some of them were government workers. They had no problem. The building inspector come, and I had the sheriff's son in my house. The list goes on and on. But it seems like that's not good enough for them, because whenever they wanted to bring somebody over to my house, they always wanted to be escorted and have a police escort them. Why? Because there's a false narrative, threat tag, or bulletin on me and my husband, because he likes to throw some things up on YouTube that some people might not like his entertainment. And that's what I'm wondering. Seen somebody else talking about that. Just because you don't like me or what I believe or what I do, there's no reason you have to attack me or bully me. Just move on. I mean, if you have such a wonderful life, get back to it and leave mine alone. All right, Chris. Sorry, I'm getting excited. There's so many Chris's in my life. Every time I turn around, there's another Chris. Now, Chris, because that's what I was wondering, okay, about the Chris name. Are you a girl or a guy? Okay, because Chris can go either way. You're going to have to let me know. Because I don't pay attention enough. I probably should already know. The only thing in my house that we have is 7 cats, all different ages, and 1 dog. Whoa, 7 cats. I can say, did your cat have kittens, or did you just have 7 cats? Because, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know how many times we went through that with the cats, and then they get pregnant, and then those cats could get pregnant. It was just like a never ending, all right, Chris, great. Because I have to have in my head. Now I'm going to picture you, okay? Usually I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at picture. Like, I swear to God, I talk to somebody over the phone. I have this image in my mind, and then I get there and they're like look totally different than what I thought. But I heard from Chris a couple times today. he's excited. This is why I went on the trip, guys. I'm going to see Chris. And he's like, at first he's like pretty down the dumps, like, oh no, it's too dangerous. You're gonna be driving that far. It's wear and tear on the car, blah, blah, blah. I said, come on. Once in a while, it's nice to just get out and go for a drive. I mean, there's some beautiful things out there, especially driving along, through Mobile, Alabama. I seen a big Navy battleship. I seen some storks. That's why I was posting some of this stuff up on YouTube, or not YouTube. I stopped posting on YouTube, but I do. I should save all the videos I've been doing on YouTube. I have one channel. I believe it's called. You guys see me in the chat sometimes. Speak of the devil. There he is. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna let him know that I'm doing a live show, but that's okay. I mean, he might have some words of wisdom. You never know. That's okay. He's a detainee. What's happening? Oh, okay. See, all my kids have Chris in their name somewhere, whether middle name or whatever. Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm in the motel room. I'm doing a live show. What do you have to say?
Hey, oh, I love you. Oh, good job. I love you. I love what you're doing.
Well, I'm just telling everybody about, sometimes it's nice to go on a little trip and see the sights and just get out of the house. I mean, you got to keep positive in different ways.
I love the picture of the towers you showed in mobile. Hey, you're talking about the $5 deals. Which ones are good or bad?
Yeah, I don't know if that might be a little off subject, but I'm always going off subject. I was telling Chris earlier that I've been doing some $5 deals and seeing what I can get at these different restaurants along my way. I decided I'm not going to go for the meals with the drinks and the fries, because usually I'm having a big disappointment with the fries. But in any case, I'm beginning to like onion rings a lot more, but not at Burger King, I can tell you that. But in any case, this morning I got it was a sausage, a biscuit, and an egg McMuffin, 2 for $5. Then I got later on, which I have still got one that I didn't even bring in the motel yet, a Whopper Junior 2 for $5. Okay, so that's what we started off with on this trip. And I tell you, I was eating pretty much the whole way.
I love you very much. I appreciate it.
I love you.
Can't wait to see you. I love you. I'll see you later.
Okay. All right.
Love you very much.
All right. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thanks. All right.
Love you, Brenda.
All right. Take care. See, and that's them. That's the other Chris in my life. So, Chris, jolly old Chris Kringle. And my youngest son's name is Chris. Okay, so to get back to that, okay, my oldest son, Sword Christian. My second child, who is like 39, her name is Julia Christine. Then we have Hawk Joseph Edward Christopher Cambron, and then we have Sage Christina Cambron, and then Christopher Paul Cameron II. So, like I say, and there's so many Chris's out there that are funny. Like I used to love Chris Farley. I mean, you got Christopher Walken. I mean, again, you got Christ. I mean, who doesn't love Christ? Come on, he died for your sins. Come on, guys. Oh Lord. Okay. See, I want to start doing a little comedy routine. Okay, I think it'd be better for us. Let's not get all down in the dumps about all this crud that's going on in the real world. I mean, we could talk about it, but I'm very happy you get to see your husband enjoy it. Thanks, Debbie. I will. We were kind of like wondering though, like, sometimes because it's weird. Then, of course, they're going to have families coming to see their inmate or whatever. And then the kids are running around and you kind of get like, ooh, that's kind of, it's a little bit distracting. I've told Chris, he's got to sit in a different table because he'll be distracted by it and kind of get emotional and stuff. But and then it's like, okay, are we kissing too much? Oh, did I touch his hair? God forbid that we show some affection. I mean, this is what people need for their emotional health is love and affection. And they look down at that in your Florida Department of Corrections. Okay. Very strange, very strange. I mean, geez Louise, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so you can hold hands over this big round table. And it'd be nice to like I was thinking, maybe my son could get on the list and he can go down there and see him once. But a better idea would, yeah, right, is for your sanity. Exactly. Yeah, I would be the ideal thing is to get him the heck out of there. Okay, that would be ideal. And I went through, like Mobile, Alabama, like I said, go through Spanish Fort. This is where the attorney for Christopher is, even though they have a sponsoring attorney in Florida, which was needed to file this appeal. But I think he's just there for the glitz and the glamour, I guess. I tell you, this story is not getting any attention. I've contacted all the news stations around there, and newspapers and everything. No. They don't want people to know what they're doing to a veteran that raised doctors. Not at all. And that's what it seems like, though, for a lot of me and Chris's life. I mean, I can tell you, it seems like people have been trying to split us apart from the get-go. My dad wasn't very encouraging. I think the only person that really supported our relationship was my mom, and she passed away 21 years ago. So, but I mean, we're kids, and sometimes Chris would sneak into my room because, like, he lives a half hour drive away. If you try to hitchhike that, it's going to be quite the journey. But instead of going, back home and then come back the next day, he'd try to find somewhere to crash out or something. But, you meet some different characters on a hitchhiking journey. But nowadays, I mean, I can imagine it's a lot different with the hitchhiking back then. Well, for a man, I think it's a little bit better, but I doubt if hitchhikers really get rides anymore. There's so many weird things going on. Nobody's going to pick up a hitchhiker anymore. In fact, I don't even see them anymore. Interesting to say. I know when they stole our car and our children at the same time. We lived kind of out in the rural area. We just started walking down the road because that's the only way we knew how to go into town. Neighbor pulled up, was heading out to town, and he's like, "Hey, you need a ride?" We didn't know them, but we got to meet some nice people, met some nice neighbors. It seemed like all the people that we met were a little, they're like in their 80s. I have best friends that are in their 80s. I can tell you this, guys. It's either that or they're like, I have a 40-year-old friends, like friends in their 40s. I have, I think there might be some friends in their 60s because I'm like still 59. I really don't have any friends like that are 50 anything. So weird. Anyways, criminal pedophile services, traders to U.S. citizens. Oh, good. See, somebody's listening. Look at that. He's coming with an idea. Facts over lies. CPS, what it means. What does it mean to you guys? To fact over lies, it means criminal pedophile services. That is great, man. Is somebody? Well, good thing we can come back to this. But God knows I should be writing that down because that's a good one. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can come up with one myself, though. Oh, and let's try to keep the language clean, right? Okay. Okay, there's so many things I could think of for just for the letter C. And then P. All right, guys, come on. Um, how about Central Pizza Services, a Central Pizza Service. It's a sad truth that there won't even like now. Who wants to eat pizza after we all hear about this Pizza Gate going on? And I believe every word of it. Sorry to say. All right, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use your idea, criminal pedophile services. I'm sure. I'm sure. My biggest fan, Jason Katz, will love that one. Uh, but he's looking for something more like that he could arrest me for. Jeez, he's like the little minion for Dixie County Sheriff's Department, or what he got, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Let's think of a one for that one. FDLE, guys. Oh. I need a pen in front of me where I do have my phone. I don't even know where I put my phone. Oh, it's right here. Um, come on, fact overlays. Give me a good one, okay? These are the same people. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, had raided my home back in 2016. Have been providing the judges in Dixie County, for some god reason, all reports on their spying activities on me and my husband, even though we live in Louisiana. Clown parade of stupidity. Very good. All right. See, she's must got a pen in front of her. Now, come on. That guy's no fair. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the messages with Danielle, but the message is that it was my message, not hers. I think I don't know. We creepy people stalking. Okay, see, they're coming up with some better ideas. Okay. All right, let me think of one, guys. I'm gonna type it in my phone and not a pen. Okay, I got the first. Oh, see, oh no, you already used the clown. I got to think of another one. I keep thinking of that one word that we shouldn't use. How about catastrophic, pedophile, something. Can't provide stability. Oh my God, I missed that one. Oh my God, I'm gonna roll. I gotta scroll back here. She's coming up with can't protect squad. No, wait a minute, Danielle, is that you or that's gotta be Danielle? Is that you or Darren? Come on, that's Danielle. Can't protect squad. That is wonderful. Thank you guys. All right, we're gonna keep this one for the record. Who is?
It's me. Can't protect squat.
I like that one. I like that one, and I like the clown parade too.
Right.
That's,
I like it. Yep. Cash power and they steal. They're kidnappers. Professional kidnappers. That's what they are.
yeah. Child what? Child thing. P. What child is stealers. Child pedophile stealers. No?
Corrupt people scheming. Collecting paychecks from suffering.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Collect
Oh, yeah.
paychecks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clowns. I don't even know. Can't protect squat.
Okay. Yeah. Look at Debbie is a year younger than me. Debbie, I love you. I love you even more now, Debbie. Debbie, we're gonna have to add a face to this name, okay?
I think can't protect squat got it. I think that.
Yeah. Can we take a vote, guys? No, fact overlies, don't get upset.
No, she's
But we got some good ones coming in here.
Look, I cheated. So
Oh.
no,
You
can't
just
protect
got
squat.
wrong.
But no, I come up with that one when I was on with Vincent W. Davis's podcast with Bob, and yeah, I got in trouble for saying whoops, bunch of liars, corrupted. Yes, that's right, sleazy, easy morons. That's right. They are you know, they are what it was it the clowns uh they're clowns plundering scammers. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Something pile of shit. How about that?
Yeah.
Um,
Um, crappy parental sabotage is what they're doing.
crappy pile of
Cat
shit.
purse snatchers,
Per
child
se.
coaching services, corrupt people scheming. They're crazy, man. They're crazy. I
Right.
mean,
Corrupts
they
easy,
can't
easy moron.
protect what? They can't protect.
Luann. Effective lives is 54. Okay, so now I'm gonna have friends in their 50s. Yay! Can you be my friend, please? Bunch of liars, corrupt, sleazy, easy morons. I like that one too, Luann. Come on.
Chaotic parent sabotage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certified professional scammers. That's for sure. They
Yeah.
think they are certified, but
Yeah.
they are
Oh man.
creepy
But
people spying. That's a good one too. Creepy people spying. That's yeah. But yeah. So okay, y'all. I'm gonna go back and be quiet. All right, Brenda. I'll be back.
all right, she'll be back. So we probably will maybe we'll go for about maybe 15 more minutes, guys. I was late, sorry to say. Like I said, I was just checking in. I drove all the way to Louisiana. I had several breaks, but I left at 6 o'clock this morning and just made it here about an hour ago, not even, probably 45 minutes ago. I went up and down a couple of times. They put me on the third floor, so I brought some stuff in. I like to bring my paperwork up. That's why I don't know why they're shrooming me on the third floor, but I was doing a good job the other night going through my paperwork after Danielle started talking about, what had gone on in all her visits. I just start pulling out a bunch of my stuff. I want to make sure that I know if some of that paperwork will show where I was supposed to have a hearing in November, which was a month before this TPR hearing. It was like a witness, supposed to be a witness hearing. And I don't remember having that, so that's why I'm gonna go dig into my paperwork some more. And because the thing is, if you have the dates of your hearings, it's easy. I know it is in certain places. I mean, certain people, God knows, or certain court administrations might not be as good as others. But there's only one thing the Third Circuit in Dixie County Court's got going is this Joanne. I think it's Jolie. Jolene. I love that song. Okay. But anyways, she's a savior in getting me my court media. And I mean, you can order like say 4 different hearings or something for $25. Really not bad, depending on how long those hearings are. If they're little short ones, I mean, they throw like probably 6 of them together for you. And but if you know the dates, I mean, they can't go looking up the dates for you. So call your court administration, say it's actually a cheaper idea than getting your written transcript because that costs some money. But if you're still have active case, if it's went to appeal or anything like that, make sure they give you a copy of that your the whole I don't know if you call that case file, but because it's the court file on your children's case. I think there probably is some differences between the CPS or Department of Children and Families files than the court files. But I mean, it's probably going to have everything. Who knows? That would be interesting to say. I thought I had my entire case, but maybe I don't. You know what I mean? I did have the transcript though, because the court appointed me some guy to do the appeal, and then I waited. My husband's appeal had already been filed, and then I waited, and finally they're telling me, the guy gets back with me and he says he didn't find anything appealable on my. I'm like, oh, it took you long enough. I mean, I could have had my appeal filed by myself by that time. So I filed it on my own and got absolutely nowhere, sorry to say. Chris had an attorney out in, goodness gracious, I don't know where that lady was. Jennifer Barbuckles. I can't, that's a name you can't forget, right? Okay, so she did his appeal. I thought she did a pretty good job, but I mean, don't you agree that these appeals, if it has to go to appeal, that's pretty difficult to get some of these appeals won. That's why, we're starting this thing is trying to get your information together. Try to, get that all straightened out, because if you can email me, Brenda Cambron 91 at gmail.com. I mean, we could, I could send your stuff off to this lady that's been working on it. She's been working on trying to get everybody's cases in any different state, to see if we couldn't get these judges arrested, because I think that's the key to the problem that's going on with these dependency courts, okay? Because ultimately, who's under control of these courts and these CPS workers, okay? I mean, I'm sure over time they would get their due justice, okay? Justice. We will see justice with these particular individuals later on. But I think we should just so focus on the judges and those, not to forget those court-appointed attorneys, because I mean, they're playing some kind of weird game with your lives over there. I mean, whose side are they on? This is what I was wondering. Major immigrant gang arrest in Florida today. Not sure where they were. Man, that's what I was thinking. I brought me some blank posters. I'm thinking of making some Santa somewhere. And now I'm not close to Tallahassee though. But I mean, what am I in this little crap town? Nobody cares. But I would like to get out there and say, because they got all these Palestinians getting attention for this and that. These people that are yelling and screaming about Elon Musk. I'm going to have a sign saying, not only can I have my children back, but leave Elon Musk alone already. This is getting, wait, cowpuck. Cowpuck, sons of bitches. That's another one we could make a cowpuck all over their face and bring them to their knees and see how they like being sold. Oh my God, since they're doing it to our kids. Exactly. So why don't we give them a little taste of their own medicine, as my mom would say? Exactly. Or what if somebody messed with your kids? If they don't have kids, what if or you or your family? How would that feel? You try to get, like I say, a little taste of your own medicine. Because what they're doing is like what we try to do. We try to do it in a court of law, and we will hope to seek justice through an honest judge and some honest attorneys, if that is even possible anymore. But this is what we are. We're seeking justice. We're not seeking vengeance or anything like that. We want to see these criminals put behind bars as they deserve to be. And anybody knows that anybody that would harm a child should definitely would be life in prison or worse. Let's put it that way. Like, I love this way. I'm trying to call just to get some information, because in the Third Circuit that we had so many problems with, I look it up every once in a while. This happened in 2016 and moved away from there in 2018. And I see that the county and the state attorney were arrested for bribery and conspiracy. And I'm like, well, isn't that freaking interesting? Because these are the same county attorney, same state attorney when we were there getting our asses handed to us. I mean, to put it nicely. But wow. So once in a while, guys, do that. If you have an old case or even if you have a current case, look up all the actors, okay? Because this is what I did a little song today. You ever hear that Rush moving? I went to a Rush moving pictures concert because I come from the rock and roll capital of the world, people. All right, outside Cleveland, Ohio. That's right. And but I mean, where was I even going with this, guys? No idea. So. All right, let me just see what you guys are saying. I don't know what cowpuck is going on here. Fact over lies, 54. I could have never imagined. I can only imagine. You ever see that movie? I think that's the name of the movie. I can only imagine. It was about this kid, abused by his mom, was an alcoholic. Mercy me. There you go. Okay. All right. You guys know. But I like that song. I could only imagine, right? And that's when we're telling these people that haven't dealt with CPS, that's what they're probably saying. Well, I can only imagine because or people will say, hey, I can't imagine. What is it, guys? Can they imagine or can't they? Come on. All right. But all right, so we're gonna go and take it to about 1:45 on the hour, and I'm gonna probably take another shower because I still got some of this glue on my scalp from that EEG, and I guess we'll have the results for that next week. I didn't have any episodes, but I had it on there. The lady's taking it off, and she's like, "Oh yeah, usually people have an episode after it's stopped taken off." I'm like, "Okay, well that's encouraging," because then I took a shower after that, and so many times the incidents happened when I was in the shower. Children pilfering. I can't even say that word. Children pilfering. That's a good one. I like the children pilfering squad, if I could say it. Clueless pilfering squad. Clueless. Exactly. So we can come up names for all of these guys. Danielle, you're going to have to think of one for. I guess it's up to me to think of one for the Florida FDLE. Did anyone know that the abbreviation for law enforcement officer is LEO? This is something I learned in the past 3 years, and I'm taking this knowledge and I'm sharing it with others because these one people, they named their dog Leo, and I said, "Oh, did you guys do that purposely?" Like, no, I didn't even realize that. They don't want their dog to be a cop. Oh my God. So true. Thank you, Danielle. Come on, Danielle. You know you're there. You just want to act like, hey, she is the host. She's the hostess. How about that? The hostess with the mostest. Oh, Lord. Help me, Rhonda. I wondered if these people with their kids probably peeing in the whirlpool. I think you could give somebody else a chance. I'm going to be sitting in there myself. That's what I should do. Go sit in the whirlpool. I bought some earplugs after freaking paid way too much for them at Walmart, in my opinion. Okay, but the waxy kind, that's the only thing kind that will work. I don't know. I had an episode when I was putting one in my ear one time. I know by Big Daddy Weave. What? Oh my God. I think I'm a little bit older than you. Not sure, but I think you do not look your age anyway. Luann, tell me the truth. Are you the big 60? Because that's the only thing that would be older than me. My husband is a year older than me. He turned 60 in jail this year. 21. Danielle, get out of here. No. Sorry. Don't. Hey, go. Homie, don't play that. Oh, don't let the filters fool you. All right. No, I'm 59. 59. You know, I hate to say, my son gives me this debit card. So go ahead and use this on your trip.
Ready?
And
Let's go.
I think the joke's on me with the debit card because it ends in 6969, and every time I'm checking in, and card ending like 6969. Did he give me this card as a joke or something? You know, sure, Mom, go ahead and use this. God forbid.
Is that the one that is that Hawk that you're talking about?
Yeah.
He's silly boy. He's silly. He's so funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just the luck of the draw to get a number like that on your credit card.
Look.
But as far as my daughter that doesn't talk to me anymore, that's not the one that was taken. I've got older children problems as well, but her last four of her social security numbers is 0666. So maybe that's the reason she's not calling. She's a devil incarnate. I don't know. Yeah, do you remember that? The Damien movies? What was that? Oh, that was pretty crazy. Believe me, if there's a movie out there, most likely I've seen it, and possibly have seen it a couple of times. I used to try to stay away from dramas, though, but now that Chris hasn't been here for a little bit, I find myself more often than not watching these dramas, coming to find out that they're even comedies. I'm like, what? Did you ever hear, like, sometimes you look at the genre of the show? I thought you were only 23. Yeah, right. I've got kids. My Sage is 21. So, yeah, that's nice of you to say, though, because it's true that when I've posted pictures up on Facebook and stuff, and my friends from high school, which really I didn't even graduate with all those friends. I moved halfway during this whatever, what do you call them, the year, did a couple semesters, and I met up with Chris. We had already gotten married, so when I went back to high school, I had to I say, okay, now I'm Brenda Cameron. But in any case, then I don't even know where I'm going with that again. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah. Oh, that's where we're getting back to the age. But what they were saying is that I haven't changed one bit. Like my sister-in-law. Okay, she's the same age as me. I grew up with her because I'm always hanging around Chris. She would happen to be there. But you know what the difference is? Okay, I didn't smoke cigarettes, and I didn't lay in the sun or go into a tanning bed. Okay. Because that's bringing her problems later in life. I can tell you that. Yeah, she's getting all kinds of cancerous stuff on her skin that she's having to cut. Oh, yeah. I'm saying, please, she wants to do a video call with me. Okay, fine, but please don't show me this stuff. I'm very, I can't look at stuff like that. I don't know. Some people they like that, those gross stuff they'll show, pimple poppers. My sister, she's a big one for that. Sorry. I just, you might as well see me throwing up if I have to see something like this. Thank you so much. I am 62. Oh, Luann. All right, we're coming in there. Well, she's coming in for a win at 62 because that's older than Chris or me. My sister, I think she's 64 now. I think she's 3 or 4 years older than me. I don't know. I was just talking to her earlier today, and she's going on about because she has a son or a grandson with epilepsy, and like around, I don't know. I think he was closer to like 8 or something that he started having these episodes, and then his mind stayed in like about 5-year-old, and she says now they found that it's actually getting worse. He's what he did, he just turned 19. So I'm like, girl, you should come on and talk about this, because her daughter is working every day. She works a job in a doctor's office, what have you, some type of assistant. But I mean, she's applied for Social Security for her son. No, all the way down the line. She's not getting anything to take care of her son. She pays all this out of pocket. And then my sister has to end up watching. Then they should be providing some type of service for this, but they pay for all that. I mean, I think it would be different if she's on Medicaid. I told her, well, probably better that they're not. She's not on Medicaid for those kids, because they'll be looking to steal her grandson away. It's ridiculous. But she was saying, that's what she's saying. It's just really been a hardship, because they can't get Social Security, can't get like any funding for, caring for her grandson. I mean, my sister, like, she's got a lot of medical issues. She can't be doing all this either. And then her husband passed away a couple years ago. So, I mean, people have got a lot of things going on, and it's just a crying shame. Like I say, at least we know when Child Protective Services take our child that have intellectual disabilities, or whatever you want to say, that, wow, bing bang boom, they can get on Social Security with no problem for the child. I tried to do with Sage. I know Danielle was talking about, they're trying to do it. But when I got my discoveries from the Charlotte County case, what was this, 2 years after my rights were terminated, I forgot what I was going to say, guys. Sorry. Anyone to clue me in where I was at? All right. Damn. All right. I said I was going to go to quarter 2. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks, Danielle. You did a great job of bringing me in here. Sorry I was late today, guys. Like I told Darren, it's always up in the air on Fridays, because I don't know where. If I would have remembered, I could have just done it over my phone. Now I do have my phone working for the live streams, so we can do either one. But I really do appreciate you guys coming in, because you guys are what makes the show fun. Nobody wants to sit on their own. We will what is it? Remember that one game? My kids, everybody loved that game. Chris too. Command and Conquer. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. CC, Command and Conquer. Okay, all right. See you. Danielle's coming on in a little while, so make sure you tune into that. And I'm looking forward to it, and see if she's got any news about her son. And all right. My name is Brenda Cambron. Thanks for joining, and
Faces in a crowd, but you're not around. Whispers in the dark, a silent sound. Fight on through the storm, you stand tall. Through the pain, relentless, we won't fall. Broken chains and echoes in these halls, searching dream through the night, love takes it all. Me and mine, I'm in first, I'm be sold. In a world where we dare to be bold. Through the fire, through the cold, we hold stories of the unbroken, now retold. Years go by, but the memory stays, fading like it's just mysterious ways. In the heart where the love always plays. Days turn to dreams in the haze. Voices in the wind call your name. Fight the demons that bring the shame. Rise above and we stay the same. Write our story in flame. No, me and mine, I mean friends, I mean soul. In a world where we